How do you select the right fit marketing strategy for you to grow your business, to increase your revenues? Hi, I'm Vinodh Ramakannan, founder and CEO of Spinta Digital, a marketing agency that helps businesses grow. So when you're actually looking at which is the marketing strategy that is most suitable for you, there's tons of ways to market, right? Even inside digital marketing, you have your SEO, your social media, your LinkedIn, your email marketing, marketing automation, influencer marketing. There are tons of ways to promote your business. Now, how do you know which to do first, or what is the right combination for you to start? It's going to be very expensive and very difficult for you to do everything at once. So you always need to have a laid down strategy of what to do first, what to do next. You need to have like a prioritization list. Okay, P1, priority 1, these are the things that I'm going to do. Priority 2, these are the things that I'm going to do. Priority 3, these are the things that I'm going to do. So how do you identify those P1, P2 and P3? The first thing that you need to do when you're thinking about your strategy is to understand your user persona. Who are the customers that you're serving? Who are they? Where are they? What do they do? What are their demographics? So it could be from, based on their location, based on their designation, based on their buying patterns, based on their buying behavior, based on their age factor, gender. There's thousands of factors that you could filter in, and platforms, different platforms have different ways of identifying these people. Say, for instance, in Facebook or Instagram, you can go and target people based on the age group, based on their interests, based on what they like, and things like that. Whereas in platforms such as LinkedIn, you can directly go and target based on what role do they take, right? Whether you want to target the CTOs or CEOs or VPs, or who do you want to target. So first step for you to do is identify the ideal user persona for your client. Who is the right fit client for you? Who would be your dream client, right? And then the next step is to understand the user journey. What is that process that they do? What is the kind of touch points that they need for them to be able to buy your product? It's not like it used to be like people come, click and buy, right? Today people are spoiled for choices. People have so much of choices out there. So how do you stand out from your competitors? What is that journey that you can take? What is that different touch points that a customer needs before he makes that decision? So you have in a decision making process, we always say there's two extremes. One is an instantaneous decision. Say if you see a cake or a t-shirt which is costing like say $500 or $1,000, you might be tempted to buy it immediately and you don't need too much of information before you buy that. But whereas if you're buying an expensive house or a car, or if it's to do with your overseas education or anything that is going to be life-changing or very expensive, you are going to need a lot of information before you actually make a decision, right? So we need to make sure that how do we provide that information at different places where the customers are looking for information? How do we make ourselves more informative to them? So that's very important for you before you even start your reach out to customers, right? Build that content platform, build those content buckets, build those areas of where you can provide them the information. The next step would be to understand the channels that you want to target with. So depending on the user persona, depending on who that user persona is, and depending on the demographics, you choose the right channels for you. Whether it could be Facebook and Instagram, or it could be LinkedIn, or it could be predominantly on Google search, display, working on SEO for keywords, certain keywords that are easy to rank for. So it should be a combined strategy of things, but it should be in a prioritized way so that you know exactly what you're going behind. So especially when you're starting up, or when you're trying to scale up, or when you're testing a new market, or when you're just trying to set up new marketing strategies, it's important for you to have the right combo of things that you want to go with, rather than taking a whole bucket of it or just going too deep into one and betting all your eggs on that, right? So we need to make sure that we are creating a strategy which has a holistic approach. At the same time, it has the prioritized laid first and the right way. So once you do that, you would be able to judge it. So once you're doing those strategies, the next step is what is your analytics. Okay, this is the user persona, this is the kind of channel that I'm going to reach, and this is the work I'm going to do. But then most important thing, like what I always tell my team is, as a marketer, there are two things, right? One is you were given these tasks. Did you do these tasks? Were these getting completed, right? So that is a tick mark. But the next is the unknown, which is how did the market react to that? What is that impact that strategy had? What is the impact that work had? So was that a successful campaign? Did it reach the desired goal, or where did it go wrong? How did it go wrong, right? What is the learning that you've got? What is that inference that you've got? So it's very important for you to do the extensive analytics to understand how it could have been better, or whether this was better, things like that. So it's very important for you to have a clear goal in mind, have a set a goal, like what is that you're trying to achieve. Even if you're posting in social media, why do you want to have a page in social media? Today, most of the companies we work with, a lot of them actually have a social media page, especially an Instagram page, basically to attract talent. They want to show their culture. They don't want to sell on Instagram. They want to show their culture, especially the B2B companies, right? So you need to understand your purpose. What is each of this platform, and what is your purpose on each of the platform? Who are you trying to attract to? How do you want to show yourself? Right, today people just don't buy commoditized products as much as they buy from who they buy from, why they buy it. So we need to make sure that you're having that holistic approach, and then per channel, per basis, have a clear goal on what you want to do in those channels, and what is that goal you have in those channels, and then strategize so that you can reach those goals. So all the best with all your marketing strategies, and all the best for your business to grow. Thank you so much.